Hello, everybody. It is Jessica Collins here from Forest Bathing Central, and I'd like to introduce you to my own backyard, my most beautiful country living space here out in nature. I love this. This is my favorite thing in the world. We were so excited to move to the country so that we could have the open air, the sounds, the everything I'm about, right? So today I wanted to talk about a cacao ceremony. So, in traditional forest bathing, shinrin-yoku in Japan, um, the end of your time in the forest culminates with a tea ceremony. And I love that. I love the concept of a closing out something special with a little special ceremony. And, like I've heard a lot of writers, because I'm a writer as well, I've heard a lot of them say that during their writing time, or maybe during their journaling time, or their morning pages, if they're doing morning pages, that they light a candle to represent the time and like dedicate the time to that practice. And so I really resonate with this concept of having a routine and sort of making your forest bathing time special. And the tea ceremony, I just love the idea of picking medicinal herbs or flowers and making them into tea right then and there. Now, also been learning in the last maybe year or two about cacao, and I really think that this would be an excellent way to culminate your forest bathing as well, or aside from the tea ceremony, or actually it might be better as your opening ceremony to forest bathing because of the properties of cacao, raw cacao. Now, I just recently purchased a little bundle of a little sampler bundle from Firefly. I'll put a referral link below for you so that you can try it, because I'm going to recommend them because I really like what I've tasted so far. So they send you this sample pack so you can try a bunch of different flavors at once. And it comes in this cute little sack, and you get, let's see, I think there's 5 flavors. You get these little packs of 5 flavors. So there's medicinal mushroom cacao, vibrant vitality cacao, boundless Belize, glowing Guatemala, and I will butcher that, so I'm not even going to try to say that one. So, and they come in these little discs. Now, cacao is totally different than cocoa, like hot cocoa. Totally different, especially if you get ceremonial grade. And this is ceremonial grade cacao. It has all the natural properties. It's harvested sustainably. I think they bless it or something. But anyway, so all you do is you take, like, I think they said like 6 or 8 of the little discs. You mix it with water in a blender, and that's how you drink it. So it's super easy. So what I do is I grab a mug. I've got a mug prepared right here, of course. I think it's a half cup. I'd have to look. You get a little brochure that tells you how to prepare it. So I think it was a half cup of water in here. Heated it up in the microwave for like a minute 30. Then I put the discs in, like 6 or 7 discs. Then I put it in I have a bullet, but you can use a regular blender. I just put the disc in the water, mix it up in the blender, and pour it. And the pour sound, like, there's a whole thing with the pour sound, because there's something about it. I don't know what it is, but the sound of the cacao going into your cup is just, I don't know. It's such a nice sound. It's like ASMR or something. I don't know. So that's how you make it. And like I said, you get this brochure with it that tells you exactly how to make it and how to make it for more than one person. So yeah, no, you use 5 to 15 discs with a half cup of hot water. And you blend it. You can blend it for like 20 seconds to get that like foamy consistency. And so I've prepared a cup here. I'm going to do like a mini cacao ceremony with you. So I just wanted to talk a little bit more about cacao and why I think it would be such a great mix with forest bathing. So raw cacao is not hot cocoa. So especially ceremonial grade. So if you go to the store and pick up 100% cocoa or cocoa powder, you are not getting what raw cacao is. You will not get the benefits, you won't get the effect. So raw cacao it preserves the oils in every part of the cacao plant in little discs. So like with cocoa powder, they take out that oil, and there's something with having it raw, ceremonial grade, that makes it more potent, that keeps all the properties together and gives you the effect you're looking for. So now let's talk about that effect. So you get like this, everybody talks about this heart effect that cacao gives. It opens your heart. Now what the heck does that what the heck does that mean, right? I don't like to get too woo woo with things. You know what I mean? Like I'm kind of like more scientific and analytical, and there's other, just I don't like to get too woo woo with things. So anyway, so what the science behind it is, it literally, now when you drink raw cacao, it literally opens up your veins. I think it said like you get 30% more blood flow or something. Now don't quote me on that. I will put some more information in the comments below about it. Because I know that I might not I might not give you the exact correct information. I want to make sure it's correct for you, but it opens up your veins. So you get like blood flow. So it makes you feel like more open. I don't really know how to explain it, but it does give you like this effect, like, so I guess I could explain it like it gives you the caffeine effect without the jitters. So there is caffeine in it. Do not, one caveat, don't drink it like around bedtime or after like 3 or 4 in the afternoon, because it will affect your sleep. But it gives you that caffeine high, sort of, maybe a little bit different than that, but without the jitters. You won't get the jitters. You just feel kind of open and like you can almost breathe better. You can almost think better. I'm not really sure. It's not a drug. It's not illegal. There's no like psychological weird effect that it has. And I wouldn't use it if it did. So, it's cacao. How is that not perfect with forest bathing, right? So if you use this in your opening ceremony, it would just make the experience much fuller. And you guys know, if you've been around me any length of time, my big overarching like mission in life is to feel more alive, to live more life, right? And so I feel like this goes perfectly with that, because it makes you feel more open and alive, and it like literally opens up your veins and makes you more alive. So yeah, you can start to hear it in my voice how excited I am about this. But so I think it works perfectly with forest bathing to begin your practice with. So to sit down, take a few minutes, ingest it, and then let it do its magic while you're out in the forest. And I think it's just a really great way to open your forest bathing practice. Now you can also do it at the end when you're done in place of the tea ceremony. But I think that the effect would have a much better place before you go forest bathing. So let's walk through the cacao ceremony a little bit here, okay? Now, before you drink it, I recommend sort of getting into the right headspace, right? So just feeling calm, taking a minute to rest or relax, take some deep breathing. So let's do a little deep breathing. So I'm going to inhale, hold, and exhale, long exhale. Eyes closed, muscles relaxed. Hold and exhale. Now, the next part, you can do this a little longer, but the next part I would do, usually I would say a prayer or something. Now, as a Christian woman, I pray to God. That's what I believe in. And I believe that He placed these qualities in cacao, that there's no like magic, something that happens here. It's all from God. So I take a minute to pray, thank God for cacao, thank God for freedom to do what I do, thank God for nature, that type of thing. So this is really personal to you. Just take a minute to either appreciate or pray or something of that sort. Let's take a quick minute of prayer and give gratitude or prayer. All right. Okay. So, and before I even go any further, I would recommend doing this either in your sit spot or maybe at the entrance to the forest. Maybe a little off the path so people don't look at you funny unless you don't care. But so this is a great thing for your sit spot and making your place feel more like home. We've talked about before about the forest feeling like home, and why not have like a super comforting cup of cacao and just feeling that heart opening in your place. That's going to help it make it feel like home and help you get the most out of your experience. So, next, what a lot of people like to do is sort of smell and experience the cacao before they actually drink it and then take a drink. So, smell it, sort of look at the texture, appreciate it, and let's have our first drink. Mm. And I will mention it's better if it's sweetened a little bit. It's very, very like a bitter, like raw coffee type of taste, right? So, or like when you get really, really dark chocolate. And I recommend putting straight honey in it or maybe some stevia to help with the flavor if you don't like the bitterness. That's what I put honey in mine. So, and then you just sort of relax, take sips, don't chug it, enjoy it. Try to feel the difference that it makes in your body. Don't just let it happen, but really be in tune with it and notice it happening. So, yeah, just a few sips, and you can already sort of feel like I almost felt like a blood rushing to my head, just like a minor feeling like that, where you just feel a little more open and just appreciate where you are, sort of get into the headspace of forest bathing and enjoy. All right, and then from there, finish your cup, clean up your space, and then do your invitations or just spend time in nature, just enjoying it. And hopefully that will help you just feel a little more open and a little more alive. So I really hope that this inspires you to give cacao a try. Again, I have a referral link in the comments box below for the cacao that I recommend. I really like the taste of their, and I really appreciate how the business is run and how they harvest their cacao and where they get it from. So I strongly recommend Firefly, and I hope this inspires you and gives you an even better experience in the forest. Now it's starting to get hot out here, you guys, so I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna head under the trees where it's a little cooler and spend some time there sipping the rest of my cacao and just enjoying this time in nature. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.